Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the International Webinar Series on Holistic Health, Well-being and Sustainable Development 2024, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 77 years of independence and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India, Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's sessions and commemorations. Today, this entire week is commemorated as Enterprise Week from November 11th to 17th, Global Entrepreneurship Week, in short known as GEW, commences on the second Monday of November every year and lasts for a week. This year, it takes place from November 11th to 17th. The Global Entrepreneurship Network, GEN, oversees GEW. It is designated as a venue for young entrepreneurs to present their ideas and innovations to a global network of investors. GEW began in 2008 and has attracted over 10 million participants from over 180 countries. Young Americans looking for business partners to help fund their products, services, and ideas can look forward to a week long of events, activities, and competitions aimed at bolstering their presence in the global economy. The term entrepreneur derives from Old French word entreprendre, meaning enterprise or undertaking. It crossed the English Channel to Great Britain in the 15th century. But it wasn't until 1852 that it took on the meaning we know today. A person who organizes and operates business and assumes much of the risk. Global Entrepreneurship Week is an international observance that was born in 2008 out of Enterprise Week UK. This week is also commemorated as Geography Awareness Week from November 11th to 15th in US. The aim of Geography Awareness Week, which occurs every third week of November, from November 11th to 15th this year, is to raise awareness about the significance of geography to everyone's lives and encourage people to consider their relationship with the environment. The word geography was first used by Eratosthenes of Cyrene, 276 BC to 194 BC, in the title of the book Geographica. Geography is the term for the study of places and how people relate to their environments. It is a field that touches other disciplines, including geology, botany, economics, sociology, and demographics. Geography Awareness Week was created by National Geographic and became established by a presidential proclamation in 1987. This week is also commemorated as Kindness Week from November 11 to 17. It came into being when several humanitarian groups came together on November 13, 1997, and made a declaration of kindness. What started as Kindness Day turned into Kindness Week, where everyone is encouraged to make a similar declaration of kindness and charity. The week is celebrated by donating books, food, or clothes to local communities and pledging to emphasize with other people. Even the smallest act of kindness can go a long way, and you should never pass up an opportunity to help someone in need. Kindness Week aims to create a society where everyone can live a dignified life. This week is also commemorated as National Recycling Week in Australia from November 11th to 17th. Planet Ark celebrates National Recycling Week during the second week of November every year, which began in 1996. This year it takes place from November 11 to 17. Planet Ark gives councils, organizations, schools, and individuals a crucial opportunity to increase their recycling knowledge, develop better recycling habits, and create trust in recycling. We encourage you to cherish your resources by lowering the need for freshly created materials, reuse high quality second-hand products, and recycling. Today is also commemorated as National Young Readers Week from November 11 to 15 in US. Youngsters need to read, and Young Readers Week, celebrated in the second week of November every year, from November 15 to 19 this year, is a perfect opportunity to introduce your young ones to the incredible world of books. Children learn between 4,000 to 12,000 words per year by simply reading. No matter what book it is, Young Readers Week raises awareness about importance of reading, and it's a great time to help your kids develop a fiery passion for reading. Celebrate Young Readers Week by teaching your children all about the joys of book and literacy. We promise it a lesson that will follow and help them throughout their lives. Today is also commemorated as Angola Independence Day in Angola on November 11th every year in Angola, which is found on the west coast of African continent. The country achieved independence from the Portuguese after a war that lasted over 13 years, which is known as the Angolian War of Independence. The war began when people rose against the force to grow cotton by Portuguese leaders and ended up with a coup with the military that overthrew the dictatorship in Angola. Today is a public holiday in Angola and is celebrated with parades, official ceremonies, and other festivities across the country. This week is also commemorated as Anti-Bullying Week in UK. Anti-Bullying Week is observed every year in the third week of November. This year it is held from November 11 to 15, recognizing that bullying has a long-term effect on the victim's mental health and quality of life. This day seeks to combat bullying by encouraging a zero tolerance policy. Schools and communities can set up systems to eradicate bullying and build a safe community that welcomes everyone with open arms. Anti-Bullying Week takes place in the UK and involves thousands of schools coordinating with hundreds of volunteers at the student and teaching levels. Today is also commemorated as Death Duty Day in US, which is annually observed on November 11th, marks the end of World War I, one of the most destructive conflicts in the history, and honors the people who gave their lives fighting for their countries. The day remains the utter ruin created by the Great War to ensure a conflict like this never happens again. Today is also commemorated as Metal Day in the honor of classic metal mockumentary. This is Spinal Tap. National Metal Day falls on November 11th every year. Metal declares independence from the mundane and conventional, while insanity, alienation, and death are the foundation for gloomy introspection, which are all part of the culture. However, it's not all doom and gloom. In fact, some metal can even be uplifting. Today is also commemorated as National Education Day in India on November 11th to memorialize the birthday of Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, the first Minister for Education in India. Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad exemplary contributions to the field of education and institution building paved the way for the country's modern system. Reputed as the main architect of education, he served as India's first vice president as well as the first education minister from 1947 to 1958. Now, all education institutions in the country mark the day with seminars, essay writing workshops, and rallies with slogans on the importance of literacy and India's commitment to education. The purpose of education is to make good human beings with skill and expertise. Enlightened human beings can be created by teachers, by Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, as quoted, to promote education and propel the careers of students. So in September 2008, India's Ministry of Human Resource Development declared the birthday of the Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad to be nationally recognized as Education Day. The day is also seen as an occasion to remember Abdul Kalam's contribution in laying the foundations of education system in an independent India and evaluating and improving the country's current performance in the field. He is also greatly criticized for destroying the traditional educational system. Today, what we see, the education system without any values education and without any human education, that is, which is far from culture, traditions, and has not imbibed any indigenous knowledge systems. Which is something like alien to the homeland. Though he paved the way for the largest contribution, but still in the potential of establishing IITs for the progression of research and technological advancement in India, which have created and achieved for themselves, whether nationally or internationally. Today is also commemorated as National Indiana Day in US, which is celebrated on November 11th every year. Indiana is the 38th largest state and 17th most populous state in the United States of America. Indianapolis is the capital of Indiana, and the state is home to many industrialists, entertainment professionals, miners, and farmers. National Indiana Day was created to celebrate Indiana and Hoosiers, a term used to describe the natives of Indiana. It is a day to celebrate their achievements and high spirit. Today is also commemorated as National Origami Day on November 11th. To practice this ancient art, originally called as orikata, origami originated in Japan as early as 105 AD, before Japan's Industrial Revolution in the late 19th century. Only elites had access to materials necessary for creating such geometric folds. Today, anyone with access to paper and a flat surface is welcome to give it a go. Today is also commemorated as National Sunday Day. In US, sweets desserts don't get much more decadent than marshmallow, chocolate, or strawberry sundaes. So let's enjoy every minute of this day. You can visit a local ice cream shop or simply whip up one at home. It's a treat either way. Of course, anything ice cream related seems to brighten things up, but this one's especially enjoyable. Today is also commemorated as Pocky Day in Japan, which is annually celebrated on November 11th. It's an opportunity for fans of Pocky, delicious, slightly sweet biscuit in a coating of easily snackable flavored icing to gather and show their appreciation for the treat. Pocky is one of the most popular treats in Japan and is served in bars alongside a glass of ice water. Pocky is made of breadstick coated in chocolate and served in boxes. This treat was created by Ezaki Glico, a food corporation, in 1963. Though it became popular almost instantly, it was messy to eat, often leading to rivers of chocolate running down the fingers. So, to satisfy the customers, Glico went back to drawing board and came up with several solutions for their popular candy. In a burst of inspiration, the company came with a genius idea of removing chocolate from a portion of candy and leaving it with a handle. From one decision, a sensation named Rocky was born. However, in 2014, Rocky was changed to Pocky, the name we know and love. So, Pocky comes with many unusual flavors such as honey and kiwi fruit mango. The men's Pocky is a mature bittersweet version of milk chocolate Pocky. The regional flavors of Pocky include yubari, melon, hope wine, grape, giant mikan, powdered tea, azuki bean, and five fusion berry. Other flavors like banana, coffee, lychee, caramel, melon, marble, royal milk tea, dame bar, milk, honey and milk, cream cheese, berry, sweet potato, coconut, crushed corn on the cob, pineapple, pumpkin, kinako, Brazilian pudding, maron, tomato, cherry, and green tea also available. Poki Day was created by Izaki Glico in 1999 to celebrate the worldwide sensation, and this is an excellent time for Poki lovers to eat as much as Poki as they want, but still be conscious. Today is also commemorated as Remembrance Day in Australia. And also in Canada and UK and other Commonwealth nations, which include 53 member states, nearly all of them former territories of the British Empire, on November 11th. It carries much of the same meaning as America's Veterans Day, celebrated since the end of World War One. Remembrance Day actually marks Armistice Day, the day on which the hostilities between Allies and Germany ceased on the Western Front. Today is also commemorated as Singles Day in China, which is celebrated on November 11th. It is a Chinese commercial holiday that helps single people show their pride in being single. It started as a paean to being single, where solo students at China's Nanjing University choose November 11th because 11 by 11 looks like a group of sticks to celebrate rather than lament being partnerless. It quickly grew into a fun, unofficial holiday in which single people across China treat themselves to nice dinners and splurge on goods they wouldn't otherwise buy for themselves. From those humble roots, Single Day has become the single most lucrative online shopping holiday in the world, with sales reaching $25 billion in 2017, easily surpassing Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined. Today is also commemorated as Veterans Day in US on November 11th, which is a tribute to military veterans who have served in the US Armed Forces, not to be confused with the Memorial Day, which honors who died while in service. Veterans Day honors all military veterans, including those still with us, and also marks on the end of World War I. Today is also commemorated as World Orphans Day, which is celebrated on November 11th, is an important date for Americans to come together and show they care about the orphans in their community. Millions of young children face problems because one or both of their parents are no longer in this world. It is an important for the community to make arrangements for their education, health, shelter, food, and social well-being. World Orphans Day is perfect opportunity for well-meaning and socially responsible Americans to show that they stand with orphans in their time of need. The idea of looking after orphan children is not new. During the 1900s, the living conditions of orphans in England became worse. Many children even suffered from malnutrition due to lack of food and proper medical care in care facilities. Soon, orphanages gained a bad reputation for not giving the required care and attention to orphans. Because of this, people in Western countries were encouraged to legally adopt orphan children to provide them a better future and take care of their health and education. In 2006, the Stars Foundation, an entertainment organization that raises funds and raises understanding of children orphaned or displaced by poverty, war, AIDS, and natural disasters, observed the first Orphans Day, World Orphans Day. The main idea was to create awareness about the current situation of orphans worldwide. People are encouraged to support orphans by giving them care, respect, and sense of security they deserve. People all across the globe raise funds for orphan children and to help them have access to quality health care and education. So, with this, we shall end today's commemorations. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form before you leave the platform. The feedback form has been raised in the form of polls. See you all tomorrow at the same time. Take care. Good night.